Hi, I am Monique Burns, and today I am going to share with you a buyer beware story of why you should buy a house turnkey. Wait till you hear why that garage is like that. So let's get started. First, let me tell you what the word turnkey means. Turnkey means that you buy a house with a tenant already in it. That is what we do. We sell houses that have already been renovated. I already placed a tenant in it. It's good to go. The opposite of buying turnkey is buying a house in Detroit. Looks great. You're all excited. You got it figured out what the renovation is going to cost. And you think you know what the risks are, and you do your budget, but it's kind of like HGTV. Something always comes up. You can go ahead and watch my before and after videos to see what I am talking about. But I'm going to tell you a story, just one story of some of the risks that happen when you do buy a house yourself and want to renovate it yourself, because it's a pretty tough gig. And we've been doing this for a while, and we learn some stuff as we go. So this is the story of the Pitbulls. First, we bought a really beautiful house in Detroit, and it was a beautiful brick house, hardly needed any renovation. The price was great that we got it for. It was going to be a great investment for whoever we sold it to, because they would have collected a decent amount of rent, and it would have had a nice sale price when it was time to sell the house. But there was a problem. We couldn't renovate it because there were 2 pit bulls inside the house. So my husband did what you're supposed to do. He went ahead and he called animal control in Detroit and thought, okay, they can come get the dog. Well, it just wasn't that simple, because they needed proof that it was our house. So we had to get them a deed to the house, which you'd think, how hard is that? Well, Wayne County, which is where Detroit is, takes a long time once you buy a house to process the actual deed. So that was an issue, but it took a couple of days. So we lost a few days of renovation, and time, money, anyway. So the animal control came out and they got the 2 dogs, and that night, I remember this so well, our phone rang and it was the Detroit police to tell us that our house was on fire. Somebody had thrown something in it and blew up the house. I mean, it was very, very much arson. So whoever had the dog was getting revenge for us taking the dog. I don't know, like, if my dog goes missing, I would call animal control and say, is my dog there? I wouldn't think, okay, where was the last place my dog was? Let's blow it up. Just saying. So this particular house we bought, and the garage door was like this. And so my husband was checking out the house, getting ready to do the renovation, and what should he find in there but a pit bull puppy chained up to the wall with nothing but a cage and an empty dish that looked like it could have been for the water. He went and he got a gallon jug of water, and he cut off the top and he put it in there, and he slid it to the dog because he didn't know if the dog was vicious or not. And my husband Pat went and got a bag of dog food, and she was so happy. This girl was just so happy to have all that. A friend who does dog rescue, and she walked right in, and I didn't even see how she did it, but she had that dog on a leash so fast, and we brought the dog out to right here, and the dog was so sweet, and she just loved Pat. She just went right up to my husband and just like rubbed up against him and just crashed into his legs, like looking at him all lovey-dovey, and it was the nicest thing. And our friend got the dog in her car and drove off with her, and it took a couple months where she had to go through all the shots and all the, I don't know, deworming and stuff, and then she found a really nice home of a young couple that are runners too, so they could take care of this girl. So it kind of had a happy ending. But I'm just saying, it's not always the best thing, because you don't ever know, like, to buy them yourself. You just don't know what you're getting into. That's just one of the things. As I think of stories that have happened here, I'm going to share them. So be sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can hear more of our stories. I also have videos about how Section 8 works, and I have tours of our houses. So be sure you check those out. Thanks for watching.